I've changed my mind on the sugar fast or the sugar diet, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why. Hey, I'm Ryan. I'm a former college professor, and now I help people lose weight, beat brain fog, get rid of anxiety through detox and biohacking. And you may have heard of this crazy sugar diet recently that is trending right now. Mark Bell, Cole Robertson, they're all talking about this. And I just want to tell you, all this is a rebranded juice fast. Now the difference is, and the thing that I've changed my mind on, I'll talk about here in just a second, but I will say that this does have some benefits. Even as the carnivore keto guy, juice fasting in the past for me has been incredibly beneficial. And since this has been trending recently, I decided to give it a go again. And lately I've been eating more of an animal-based diet, so I've been having some carbohydrates anyway. But I will say, you're gonna see some fat loss from this very quickly. It's going to, you're gonna eliminate protein, all protein, and you're going to eliminate all fat. And you're basically just gonna be getting carbohydrates through fructose and through fruit. Now, the one thing I will say is that I don't really agree with eating candy or any other crap. And if you're gonna eat all this fruit, make it organic and make sure that you're eating as healthy, as clean as possible still. You're gonna see the best results from that, and you're gonna feel the best when you do this. The thing I've changed my mind on is, and in the past, I've been addicted to sugar. I can't seem to turn my stomach off. I always wanna eat. And so I've always been very cautious of carbohydrates, and I've always felt really good on a low carb diet. But sometimes you can stall on a low carb diet if you've been low carb for too long. And that's why I like to intermittently add some carbohydrates back in. But with this diet, the thing that's a little bit different is than a juice fast is you're also able to have some whole foods, whole fruits. What I found is that it makes the diet a lot easier, a lot more satiating. You can actually choose some things during the day, and you can even have a banana or whatever it is you want to have. You can have some shakes that are just made with fruit, and they can be incredibly satisfying and satiating. Your liver is going to get loaded with fructose, you're going to feel full, and you're going to feel satiated. But it's important to remember this is probably not a good diet long term. It's a tool in the toolbox, as Mark Bell likes to say, and it's a way that you can start to lose fat quickly. Like I said, I started it back up again just to give it a try since it's been trending, and I look incredibly lean in the morning after eating just fruit and fruit juices all day. And I've even had some lean protein at the end of the day with some starches like rice as well. So I would say give it a try. It can't hurt, unless you might want to be cautious if you're diabetic, if you're hypoglycemic. But other than that, it's just a tool in the toolbox. Give yourself some periodic increments where you try this out and see if you start to get fat loss from it. The biggest thing for a lot of us, if we're metabolically inflexible, if we're having problems, and if we're not able to lose weight, we just need to get that weight off quickly, and then we can work on refining our diet. But for our hormones and for just our overall health and muscle, you're gonna wanna add back in more of a carnivore approach, or at least an animal-based approach where you start getting that fat and protein again. So would I do the sugar diet? Yeah, I give it a try. I think it can be beneficial for some. I think you should try it out and see if you start to lose fat from it. You don't really have a whole lot to lose, and you might feel really great on it. But long term, would I keep doing it every single day? No, I'd start adding back in fat and protein, and then I would use intermittent carb loading through either a sugar fast or just adding in some vegetables and some fruit throughout the day, whatever makes you feel good. Remember, it's all about just optimal health. We're all different. We all thrive on different diets. So I don't think the sugar diet is extreme. I do think you can lose fat from it quickly if you use it as a tool in the toolbox. If this was helpful for you, give me a like or subscribe. Really helps a small channel like mine grow. I'll see you on the next video.